Well, I can't pick that up, which means that I am full. I believe there is a gambler NPC in town that I can spend these at, and that will clear out my capacity to hold more. So, if we look for NPC... Purveyor of Curiosities. That was it. We had that tooltip earlier about obols do this, but I never visited the vendor for obols, so I guess this is that. Yeah, let's look for a new pair of boots. Or chest. Let's look for a new chest, please.
Not very nice, but could be better.
Here we go. 12 willpower, 4 more from all stats, and then a bit of dexterity in there as well. Dexterity was crit chance. I do want crit chance. Dodge chance too. But willpower is where my skill damage is. $138, 405. Dang it. That's really annoying. I only just gemmed up that thing. Took the time to do it, and then I get a better weapon. Well, I refuse. I'm going to keep my gemmed up weapon for a little bit longer, and then swap out later on when I get annoyed. That was the old one, right? Yeah. There we go. I can pick up my obols again. Lacerate. There we go. Ultimate ability. Badass. 10 seconds of... Well, 10 dashes rather than 10 seconds of, sorry. But, yeah, this seems like it might be fun. Next level up. Each Lacerate deals a critical strike each time it does. Heal for 3% of your maximum life. Ooh, that could be crunchy. Supreme Lacerate. Lacerate's initial strike is guaranteed to be a critical strike and deals 150% increased damage. Wow. This is going to be cool. I think. Here we go. It didn't even kill that guy, which is sad, but... oh well. Let's not condemn it yet. It still might be fine. It just didn't quite perform as I was expecting it to. Oh, we got the rest of the bits for that quest. Yay! Oh, we gotta go check out the meat locker, though. I mean, we'd be fools not to. Oh my good god! I saw the hit coming down, and I failed to get out of the way. Feels bad, man, to go in and do the lacerate and then kill no one in the whole area. Ollie. Ah. Whoa. I am the light bringer. That's a fun conduit. What is that dirty snake? Hey, you. Okay, so you don't click one at this point. Okay. Okay. So you give it 100 and you unlock every boon. But if you wanna unlock another one, you have to pay it another 100. I don't know. See what we got. So the snake will either every 20th kill will cause your next earth skill to overpower. Not for us. Lucky hit. Dealing lightning damage has a 20% chance to cause the target to emit a static discharge, dealing 76 lightning damage to surrounding enemies. Not us again. Critical strikes with shape-shifting skills heal you for 3% of max life. Nice. There's a lot of that going around where I'm going to get heals off of things that hopefully will be good at some point. Finally, nature magic. Whatever that means, skills have up to a 10% chance to reduce the cooldown of your ultimate skill by 2 seconds. Nature magic? I mean, Earth is nature, and the storm stuff is nature. Is it all nature, or is nature its own type? Nobody knows. There we go. Masochistic. Unlock every boon from every spirit to gain access to spirit bonding. Okay. This will let you activate an additional boon with a... and then the rest of the text is off the screen, and you can't scroll to get to it. Thanks, Liz. But I have, yeah, I have not got every boon from every spirit, so... whoops. I thought that was coming along earlier. Let's see. I swap my 5 critical strike chance for 10 maximum life by giving this guy more. I don't think I will. I could get a lucky hit for dealing damages up to a chance to restore 10 spirit. That's kind of nice. I don't really rate the 38 thorns that I'm getting from this guy so far. So maybe I'll try and change him to have a higher spirit limit. Oh! It didn't want 50 more after the 25. It wanted my total to be 50, so I actually gave him too much and came out the other side. Wow, that's misleading. It's not 25 and 50 for 70, it's just... Oh, it needs to be 50. It could have written that down better. Anyway, let's do it. Let's go. Oh, blast. I thought I was going to hand in this up here, but it's not. It's this guy. I really wish I knew if there was like a nearer town. Maybe this is a town. Maybe my teleport will take me nearer if I go back through it. Couldn't hurt. Oh, that was cool. When I crit with it, it's badass. Dude on a horse. Pick up the ore vein, 4 iron chunks. Bear! He was waiting for me to finish my ability and then swapped. Like, clever girl. I was able to collect some runic tablets.
Thank you. There are many lessons, prayers, and seeds of wisdom that have been passed down from Fiacla Gair himself contained within. Life is an endless lesson. There is so much left to learn.
And I got some stuff. I love stuff. Let's go in here and see what this thing is. If it's a town, I kind of have a bit of a chuckle to myself because I've been warping and walking around it. Here you go.
Thank you, wanderer.
What's your story, Holworth?
I was wounded in the days of Ash. I touched the demon's flame, thought I was being brave at the time. I can still feel the fire dancing across my hands, burning the skin away. Everything hurts to touch. Except coin.
Light's blessing. If you have needs, check in with the watch commander.
Oh no. You another one of his bootlickers? Stoning this, stoning that. People always going on about the man like he's a god among us. Oh, where was he when the knights penitent scoffed at our offerings to the forest? Huh? Well, I'll tell you where. Up in his pretty keep, prancing about like the cock of the walk.
So yeah, that was the town here. It's kind of fun.
Why is it your kin laws us to it? I've done so much to heal this broken lad, and still, the Glen folk criticize our beliefs at every opportunity.
I could not say. I am not from these parts.
Guard yourself against the local gossip, then.
It's nice, because I don't think I'd heard a guard speak yet, so I was all like, are these like the bad guys? They're sitting there in their helmets, they never say a word, and they're kind of duplicated everywhere, but, okay, they're regular guys. I'm down with it.
I'm looking for a Horadrim named Donan. An old friend of his sent me.
At this hour, I'd wager he's in the keep. Check with the guard at the door.
Pray for me, Wanderer. I've asked Denarius for the strength to resist temptation, but I can't keep my hands from stealing. It's like they're possessed.
Ow, they have been executing a lot of people lately. Yeah.
I swear on my soul, I'll never take Father Inarius' name in vain again. Just get me out of this thing, please.
Come on, we're going to miss it.
What are they up to?
ash fell like rain, and Astaroth's mad laughter boomed like thunder. Folk tried to hide, but the demon sniffed them out. He herded them into a cage of fire, and as he prepared to eat them one by one, whoosh! A fierce wind blew out the flames. There, in the smoke, stood the three heroes. Even Astaroth trembled at the sight. First came Erida, calling down a storm upon the demon's head with music from her talharpa. Then came Nefane, growling like a beast, slashing at Astaroth with fang and claw. And last came Donan. He plunged his hand into the demon's fiery chest and crushed the fiend's heart in his palm.
Whoa.
Astaroth let loose a cry that shook the forest to its roots, and then the monster crumbled into dust. So ended the days of Ash.
No! That's not what happened. Those three chumps just died immediately, and I had to go and fix it all. And they became fiery hell demons too, and I had to kill all of them. They didn't do nothing. Tell the story about me and how I did it. Not this lie. Also, there doesn't seem to be a teleporter in this town anyway. Broken town. Useless town full of liars. I have an urgent message for Donan.
He's upstairs in the Great Hall with his son. Keep it quick.
Oh hey! There you are, in the Twitch chat. I hadn't looked across for a minute or two. How you doing? I got the stream up and working and everything else. So you're in the office, last hour to go. See what's up on Twitch, and it's a Dean, yeah. So the game's really good. It's really fun. I got to a point past where the beta got, and there's new abilities. Lacerate the ultimate is quite a lot of fun. Makes you invincible, dashes around. Very cool. Like if you get bored of World of Warcraft, come play this with me. Ah, yeah, I was there was a man telling a tale to the kids around about how these three adventurers killed the demon, but they didn't. They died horribly and became demons themselves, and it travelled me back to the past, and I killed the guy and all the other guys that had become demons, so he was just sitting there lying to the kids. That's what made me laugh, that I actually played this part of the story, and it was a fib. I can't believe he was lying to those poor children.
Dad, I need to be out in the field with the other knights.
It's true.
Rush, my boy. You know, I found some of my old Horadrim tomes. Stay here, and we can go through them together.
I can take some with me. We have a visitor.
Oh, really? That's good. I can't tell about the volume balancing yet. I'm not sure if I've made the game too loud or if I'm too loud, because that often takes a lot of testing to do, and I threw this together at the last minute. I finally had everything ready. Can you tell me more about the incident?
It occurred just the other day, in the dead of night. I thought it was a nightmare at first, but unfortunately that is not the case. I have some things to finish up here, and then we will talk more at the estate.
That's good. That's roughly where I want the sound, so that, you know, if I say something, you can hear me, but that also the game has some volume too. I don't want it to be so quiet that no one can really experience the game. So that's nice. I'm assuming as long as I don't talk over something too loudly, that the experience will be pretty good overall. Awesome. As long as my recording actually saved to the folder on the upstairs computer, I'm really happy, and this could be kinda neat. What's your relationship with Lorath?
We haven't spoken much in recent years, but the two of us have history. We are brothers of the Horadrim. I'm probably the closest thing to a friend he has nowadays. Forging bonds is not exactly a strength of his, as I'm sure you've noticed.
He is a bit gruff, the guy he's talking about. So this is Act 1, but interestingly they've kind of implemented a World of Warcraft thing in this game where you now have a certain amount of scaling everywhere. Like this quest, the Sealed Door, I probably picked that up at like a level 13, and now it's a level 23 quest. It just kind of decided to scale up with me. And as you can see, I haven't done so much Act 1 that it's finished. But on the other hand, I can still do some Act 2 and Act 3 things, so it's a bit more of a hybrid approach to, like, doing the acts, it seems, unless I really can't go to these places, where you can kind of play it in any order you want, which is kind of interesting, because the other games, of course, you have to play them in the order. Yeah, so it looks like, right at the beginning, it set me up with, like, 3 distinct storylines that are all going to culminate somewhere. I didn't have to go and speak to Joe first, I could speak to Bob first, if I wanted to. So it is kind of interesting in that way, that they're, you know, as long as you build the game with that in mind, that you can do anything. It's not gonna have problems, I feel. But I am gonna head and kind of try and do the Act 1 stuff first, just because it will be nicer on the playthrough, I think. Old Iron and Faith. Yeah, it's this way. Cool. Let's head out there now, actually, because I've kind of finished with this area. Yeah, it does seem to be a good approach. I mean, eventually it doesn't matter if it's Joe or Bob you do first after you've completed the game a few times. You just kind of want to get it all done. Yeah, I'll probably still be playing this in a month. I don't see why I wouldn't be. Yeah, so you've got to only work. Well, I suppose seeing as you aren't subscribed to the game, you could buy it. Joe W. Laura. You could buy it at any point, and then you know your money's not wasted because you're not subscribing to it while you're busy doing other things, and you can just nip in whenever you feel like. I suppose that's why I'm kind of appreciating this rather than being subscribed to World of Warcraft, because I can just play this when I feel like it. It doesn't matter if I don't play it for a day. I haven't wasted potential monies on like not doing things.